Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. Very quick video today on Google Sheets, some basics and some tricks and some fun stuff that you can do to kind of like spice up some lessons and make a lot of interesting content here. So to do that, we're going to just search up Google Sheets and go ahead and click on that link right there. We'll open up a Google Sheets. Yes, go to Google Sheets and we will go ahead and yeah, okay. Got to pick that account there. Sorry about that. Okay, here we go. Starting up a new one, and we'll just create a blank sheet here. Now, the easiest way to save it is go to your untitled spreadsheet right here. You can still loading. Okay, I'll be patient. So you can click here and you can title it whatever you want here. Let's go with practice sheet. And my computer's running a little bit slow. That's all right. Here we go. It looks like it's caught up now. So here's our practice sheet. Now, a couple things to note. You can either store information here, right? And you can store two types of information. You can store strings in the cells. Like for instance, if I go to cell B6 and I type in just some random letters, there we go. We can do that. We can also go over to cell number E10 right there, E and 10, yes, and we can put in a number, and you'll notice that the text string was left justified and the number was right justified. Okay, of course. So now the main purpose of spreadsheets is to store information and also calculate things, right? So if you want to store information, let's say 3, 6, 9, 20, right? Whatever it might be, there's your information. Now, if you want to calculate something, you're going to need to use a formula. So we're going to use the equal sign to indicate to Google Sheets that, all right, rather than storing information, now we're going to calculate something. So there's a bunch of functions you can look at. You can look at equals average right there, and then you can choose which cells you want to take the average of right there. So C6 through C9. And now if you click on the formula, you have C6 through C9. So this is kind of how you can do statistics and stuff with Google Sheets. Probably most people already know that, but just a quick refresher. Now, a couple other things you can do that lend themselves nicely to use in math classes is you can do something like conditional formatting. So you can click here or you can highlight your data and you can go here to format and you can go to conditional formatting and you can set a rule, right? So applying to the range right here. So for these 5 cells, C6 through C10, and you can choose your rule. So let's say if our cell is greater than, let's say 10, then turn it green, right? And you can change this, like, do you want it yellow? Do you want it green? Whatever it is, you can choose it right there and it will point those out for you. So that could be useful for kind of like doing inequalities, stuff like that. A couple other things you can do that I've found kind of interesting. Let's say you want to explore whether it would be better to have a penny that doubles every day for, let's say, 15 days, or to have just $10,000. What would you rather have? So let's start here, 0.01. Then we'll use the formula equals the that one times 2. All right, there's 0.2. Now I could keep going, right? Equals that times 2, but it gets a little bit tedious, right? So you can use your copy and paste here, and you can go down to day 15, and there you go. I'd rather have the $10,000 than 163.84. So we didn't quite go long enough with that one to catch up, but you can do stuff that's kind of interesting like that, including exponential functions, stuff like that. You can also do some things with sequences and series, for instance, if you want. You can create those sequences where you multiply by a certain number every time, or you add a certain value every time. You can kind of make interesting, let's get rid of this. You can make interesting stuff like that where you make those rules, right? You put in your starting value 5, and the next one is the one above it, sorry, equals, and then we'll click the one above it, and then we'll say plus 3, right? And then you can copy and paste that, and you can find out what the 26th number in that sequence would be. That would be 80. So those are just some interesting things that you can use you can do with Google Sheets, some ways you can structure challenges and stuff like that. Thanks for watching the video. Good luck.